For the next day, I made a cute little tag. Now, this tag has got a couple of different layers going on and a couple of different things going on the layers. As you can see, it's got a little bit of shine because I actually did Versamark and then clear embossing powder. So that's where that shine comes from for those little like little snowflakes. Um, it's got this piece of tag, and what it is I took the DSP. I looked through the DSP and I thought that that was the cutest little guy on there, and the greetings of the season tags. That's what this is made from, is from the different tags in there. And so this oval tag, I took that oval tag and I put it over the DSP, and it just fit perfectly over that little guy right there. So that's what I did with that. And then there's the to and from. I use this, all these tags are from that season, greetings of the season dies. And then the to and from is also greetings of the season. Now these little gift Christmas packages, Christmas presents, those dies are from the Reindeer Fun. And I just took several, I just cut out from scraps all different colors, and I just mixed and matched them to create cute little gifts. Now there's different ways you can put these gifts together. You could use, oh, excuse me, it was a long week, short week. You could use glue to glue them together, and that's fine. The only thing with the glue is, and it doesn't do it on that one too bad, but on these holes, that glue does come through a little bit, and it's tacky. I mean, it's tacky on the back of there. It's not tacky looking, but it just makes it, and that's fine because we're going to be putting it down. So when you do use the glue, just be sure that you set them upside down to dry for a little bit. So that's the only thing to keep in mind is when you do that. So I went ahead and I put a couple together, and like I said, I just used different colors with different packages and bows. And so I am getting so close to being out of my glue. I got more coming in, and you kind of want to not be so heavy. I'm really heavy-handed there, and you really don't want to be very heavy-handed with it because you just don't need very much. And then you just align it on the package like so. Kind of give it a little bit of a press down. And I do let it dry while it's setting up like that, so that it doesn't come through as much. On those bigger packages, the holes aren't as big, so it really doesn't come through as much. But on these little packages where those holes are bigger, it does. It seeps through pretty good. So yeah, just align that bow on that package. Kind of press it down a little bit. See, I didn't press it down very much. And see, since I wasn't as really heavy-handed with that, the glue didn't come through as bad. But go ahead and kind of press it down and let it cure a little bit. And so I just put a couple of different packages together, so I've got just a variety of packages and colors that I'm going to add to the bottom of my tag. Kind of just falls on there okay. Especially when I shake and I let it fall. But so yeah, like I said, it just put a couple of different packages together with different colors, and the way it just gives it a nice variety. And then you have a couple of these packages to add to to something else. You don't have to make a tag with them. You could do even something else with them. Okay. I think I'll do one more little one. I do have quite a few different colors. And then I'll show you how I did the big white tag, how I put the pool party snowflakes on it. So I'll let these all set over to dry while I do the big tag. So that works out a little bit, gives a chance for these to all dry, and they'll be ready for when I put the tag together. Okay, so now for the tag, the big tag, and as like I said, as you can see, the snowflakes do shine. So what I did was I took the pool party, opened that up, and I took the Versamark. So I used the little snowflake, and what I did was I put it on the Versamark first, and then I put it on the color and stamp. So, and again, just kind of move it around. So you're just creating a pattern. Okay, we'll go ahead and just stick with that. Then we're going to, I'm going to use the clear embossing powder for it. Let me grab my piece of paper that I use to catch the embossing powder. So we're going to use the clear embossing powder, clear gloss, and we're just going to sprinkle that over the card. You kind of want to be quick so that it doesn't, so while it's still tacky, so it sticks pretty good to the ink. Okay, we'll add that back to there. Get that cap closed on that so that I don't spill that and lose a bunch of it. Okay, and then this one is going to be harder to tell. You won't really see it, but we're going to use the heat tool to bring out the shine on that. It's easier to tell with like the white on a dark color. You can just watch the embossing change really easily. On this one, it's probably not going to be as noticeable, which is too bad. It's hard for you to see that on camera that it changed. You could tell it changed from the powdery to a shine. The embossing powder takes effect. Yep. Okay, looks like it's. And I sometimes will hold it with, there you go, you can see the shine. Sometimes we'll hold it with like a pair of tweezers, but they're over on my desk, so that's why. Because that heat tool can get hot. So there we go. There is the back. the back tag. Now for the to from tag, all I did was I just took, it's just like 3 little dots on there, and I'm just going to take the embossing, or sorry, the Versamark, and this one I'm just going to sprinkle it around there. I'm not going to heat emboss this with embossing powder. This is just giving it a background, just a pattern, but I'm not going to go over it with the embossing powder. I just didn't want it to be just a plain red is all. So there is that. Get my stamps cleaned off and cover up that Versamark. Okay, and then I also, something else that I kind of been doing, but then I took just the Memento black and I put the to and from stamp. It's 2 different stamps. I put it on one block. I kind of lined them up on the tag where I wanted them to go, and then I just put the block on top of them to grab them both. That way I don't have to stamp twice. Kind of a shortcut. So we'll just do that. And then we'll just stamp it. And there we go. Clean that stamp off of there. Okay, cover that ink up. Okay, so then the other thing that I did was I took this, it's called Wink of Stella, and it just adds a little sparkle. It's kind of hard to see. I don't know if I can get you to see it in the camera, but I added it to his, to the white parts of his cap there. And that's all this does. It just adds a little glimmer effect that you got to see it in person because it doesn't show up very well on camera. So, and that's all I did there. Okay. So now we'll just start to put this little tag together. Grab those gifts and just kind of decide how I'm going to put them on there. Okay, got that. Kind of want to use just all sorts of different colors. Okay. Maybe I'll put like that one. Put that one on there. There, I think that's a good combination of colors to put on there. And then I have little gift boxes for another one. Okay, and then these you can just put on with your Stampin' Seal. So just go ahead and get that Stampin' Seal on there, and then just kind of place the packages down as you like. And I just kind of put them on there all jumbledy, not all in a row or straight or anything, because I kind of wanted to look kind of whimsical on there. I guess that's the word, whimsical. So just pile them on there. Keep adding Stampin' Seal and piling them on there. And the last one. Glad I have fingernails, but they don't always help me hold stuff. Oy vey. Okay. So there we go. Got all of our gifts on there. Okay, and then I've got the little peppermints and the twine. That was the other part of it, because I also did put a little peppermint on his little ribbon underneath him. But to put them together, I just lined them up, because that's the cool thing about these tags. They've got a hole in all of them, so I just lined them up, stuck the twine through. I'm going to go ahead and tie it in a knot. And then I'll tie it in a bow, a big old bow. So we'll get that other loop pulled through and grab both loops. If I could just grab the loops. Got a lot of static cling, so it must be very dry in my house. So there we go. And we'll take our snips and we'll cut it off of there. So we're done with that. And then I think one of the small peppermints will work there on the bottom of on top of his little bow there. And so there we go. We got a cute little quick tag that you can attach to a gift, or you could even attach this on the front of a card if you wanted to, but there you've got a cute little tag.